Hey, and welcome back to week 10. I'm super excited for this week. We're going to be discussing client relationship this week, and it's a very, very important topic because at the end of the day, you're a freelancer, which means you're in a service business, and service is all about relationship. You can be the most talented person in the world or create the best designs or website, but at the end of the day, if you don't know how to manage your relationship, or if you're an asshole to work with, and if people don't enjoy working with you, you don't have a business at the end of the day. So this is really, really key. I want to start off by talking about the different relationships that exist between designers and or freelancers in general and clients. Now, you might have seen this joke going around in the design industry where, there's a price list and we design everything is the cheapest, and then, we design, you help. At the end, it gets to the most expensive where you design everything is the most expensive one. This is a joke because a lot of designers and freelancers are a lot of time frustrated that the clients try to influence the design and have their say, and it causes a lot of frustration and pain and arguments. But as as in a lot of jokes, there is some truth in every joke. And I think that not exactly as this price list shows, but there are different types of relationship, and each of them is actually worth a different price. So the way I see them, I actually heard this idea of the different relationship from Seth Godin. So he said basically there's three types of designer or freelancer client relationship. The first one is that the designer, you as a freelancer, you're telling to your client, look, you're the expert. Please tell me what to do. You want your logo blue? That's right, I'll do it blue. You want to have your website with this photo? Let's do it. You tell me what to do. I'll execute for you. I'll be your hands and I'll execute on your vision. So this is kind of the first type of relationship. And I think a lot of people, when they're starting off, that's because they don't have a lot of confidence in their expertise and craft. They're just doing what the clients tell them to do. So this is where a lot of people get started. Now, as they grow and become experts, a lot of designers will change their framework or mentality to say, look, I am the expert. I am going to tell you exactly what you need. All right, so you came to me, I'm the expert, so you actually just shut up, and if I tell you that green is the great color for your business, then that's what you're going to have. Trust me, because I'm the expert. And this is, again, it's a legitimate type of experience that a lot of designers, as they're getting better, they choose to go this path. But there is a third solution, which I actually find the best. That third solution basically say, look, we each have our domain of expertise. I know a lot about design. I know a lot about websites. I know a lot about communication. You know best about your business. You really know your customers better than me. You basically know the product better than me. And there's a lot of things about what you need that I actually don't know. So I suggest we collaborate. We each bring our own domain of expertise, but we collaborate. It's not like I'm doing the work and telling you what to do, or you're telling me what to do. We're actually working together. Now, again, this framework, I took it from Seth Godin, but my own perspective and from my own learning, I've actually saw that these different types of relationship actually have different types of worth, right? So at the first one is the less valuable, I would say, right? So because at this point, the client doesn't really value you or your expertise. They think that basically they know everything, and so they don't want to pay a lot, right? So as you become an expert, clients pay you more money because you're the expert and you're telling them what to do. So they will pay you more. However, the third type of relationship is the most valuable one, and I assure you that if you look at the best agencies in the world and the one that charge the most money, they will never say to a client, we are the expert. They will all talk about how they're working collaboratively with the clients, and it's a collaborative process. So this is the most valuable part of the relationship. Now, because this is the one that I believe in, and I think this is the most valuable one, everything that I'll be talking about this week is going to be covering that framework of relationship. However, I just want to make sure that you understand that the other options are also valid. All right, a lot of the frustration comes when there is just misalignment on what type of relationship you want versus what type of relationship your client wants. So what usually happens is the clients think they're in relationship number one. They want to tell the designer a lot of times what to do. And the designer might think they're in relationship number two. Oh, I'm the expert. I'll tell them what to do. Now, because there is misalignment on the expectation on the type of relationship, there's a lot of frustration. You know, every side in the relationship think that the other side is not listening to them, or they're stupid, and it's just basically, at the end of the day, misalignment on the expectation. So the first thing is to understand where you want to play, and also make sure that the clients also want to play in that field. If you want to be in that collaborative, third approach, but your clients think they are the expert and they'll tell you what to do, there's not going to be a relationship here, because relationships are not one-sided. Okay, so one thing that we'll have to do is when we're talking about clients, we'll share our process and the type of relationship we believe leads to the best results, and we'll have to make sure that they are aligned. If they're not aligned, if they have a different expectation, that might not be a good fit. Now, you might say, okay, they're in relationship number one, and I'm willing, because I need this project, or maybe because I want to have this project in my portfolio, I'm willing to take this project even though it looks like they want relationship number one. And then you have nothing to be frustrated about if you're willingly going into relationship number one, because you have your own reasons for that, right? But the key to this video is just know where you want to play and make sure there is alignment. Don't blame clients for being in a different type of relationship if that's what they're looking for, right? You can't force somebody to get married if they're just looking to date. So just make sure you're on the same type of relationship.